Okay. I'm early getting on, so there may not be anybody here for a while. So if you're watching the replay, I may just have to talk to you for a little while because my folks aren't here yet. Hannah gave me something. It's a copper ring that was smushed, and she found it on the ground. But she thought there's a little room there and a little room there. I might could use it on a journal. So I'm gonna clean it up and see if I can do that. Hi Sharon, hi Mina. I'm glad y'all are here. Anyway, I haven't figured out, but I thought it would make a good like nameplate or something on a journal once I get the copper all cleaned up. Um anyway, I may stick it in some vinegar and well, if I do the she was suggesting vinegar and hydrogen peroxide and then I could get a good patina on it, but I may try to polish it. I think that would be fun. Hi Janet, I'm glad you're here. Are you feeling any better, Janet? I was so sorry to hear your struggles. That just made me hurt just thinking about it. Been praying for you. I hope you're doing better. Hannah also gave me this off of her ginger beer that she got the other day. She so see, she tries to take care of me, help me out. Anyway, so I'm gonna figure out how to use these two things, and I may use my well, what do you? Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Um, I may use my Dremel tool to polish this up. I don't know. It's been I probably driven over 100 million times. Anyway, but it's copper. She knows I like copper, so she she found it and she put it in a paper towel and brought it home to me. So I thought that was sweet. Um, one other thing I want to tell y'all about is this. You remember my little purple fan that Tanya got me at Dollar Tree? Well, it died. The um the switch that you flip on the back to turn it on and off came completely unconnected from the motherboard. Anyway, I tried everything I could think of to try to fix it and I couldn't fix it. So, once you get used to something like that, it's kind of like a microwave. You don't know that you need it that badly till you have it, and then you want to use it all the time. So I went on the hunt for a new small fan. I didn't find anything that was $1. Oh, that's cool, Mina. Mina says that Walgreens is selling those fans. The little ones like Tanya got me. Well, that's good to know. I did not go in there. I just went online to Amazon because I hadn't seen anything. I looked at Walmart and didn't see anything more than $1, probably so. Um, Anywhere except Dollar Tree's probably going to sell them for more than $1. Although I noticed, Dollar Tree's gone up to $1.25. So there are some things now that are cheaper at Dollar General. Just in case in case you go there, they do still have some stuff for $1. Um, I generally, I generally hate going into Dollar General because the stores are just a horrible mess. But I found one, and it was that was actually clean, so that was nice. But hi, Sherry. Hi, Anel. I'm so glad to see y'all. Anyway, I did find this one on Amazon, and it has this stand, but you can take it off the stand, and it recharges with a USB cord. So I can plug it into my computer and recharge it instead of having to take batteries in and out. And it was changing the batteries that I messed up that little switch on the one that Tanya got me. But I found this one, and it's ADWAITA brand. But I just went on Amazon and I looked for small battery operated um, fans. And there were like 20 pages of them, and most of them were, $20. Some of them were $10, but very few. This one was $6.99, and it has 3 settings, and it recharges with USB. And so I decided to get it and try it. So far, I like it. I like that I can stand it up like that, or I can take it off the stand and use it. To turn it on, you push this, and you have to push it for a couple of seconds. It doesn't just automatically turn on. But if you push the button again, it has 3 settings, and it produces quite a bit of air. Feels kind of nice right now. It's 86 degrees outside. Anyway, and then you have to push it for 2 seconds to get it to turn off. So, so far, I would recommend this fan if you're going looking for them. It was the cheapest one I could find on Amazon, and the quality of it, I was really surprised, pleasantly surprised by the quality of it. So, let me just go see if I can stick the link in. I don't know. Sometimes those links are so long that you can't even put them in chat. But let me go find it. Since I just bought it, it should be easy for me to find. Okay, where is it? Here it is. Okay. No, this one doesn't have a really long one, so that's good. I'm going to stick it in here. I'm going to just write fan. Anyway, that's this fan. That link is to this fan. Hi, Brittany. I'm glad you're here. I can't remember if I said hi to you or not. I was in the middle of talking when I saw you, and that always confuses me on whether I actually said hi or not. Anyway, I really like it. It feels good in your hand. It feels like a quality product. And considering the prices of most of them I saw, I think this is a really good deal. They ought to pay me for this, huh? For selling their stuff. Anyway, those of you who've been wanting one, this isn't this. It was $7.57 with tax from Amazon. So, and of course, I didn't have to pay shipping because we have Amazon Prime. If you have to pay shipping, it'll cost more, and I wasn't thinking about that. But anyway, there's that. I'm trying to think of what else I was gonna talk to y'all about before I actually started. Okay, sorry. I just got a notice about something, and I need to. Huh. Okay. Something I was expecting to come today said they had to relabel and resend whatever it was. It doesn't have anything to do with this, so I'm not. It doesn't matter, but it says it might still come today, but they don't know. I'm like, well, I don't know. Will it still come today or not? Okay, so make sure I haven't missed anybody. I hate it when I miss people. No, I think I've said hi to everybody. That's good. Thank you, Janet. Okay, well, I got my scrap box out here, and I got my 2 things where I'm doing scrap stuff, and I decided I want to play in both of them. I'm going to start with this one first because I have a couple of pieces in here I definitely wanted to use. And this is the one that I'm doing similar to what Beth and Becca were doing. So far, I'm happy with it. I didn't actually take out any pages. I just tore a bunch of them down. And so I'm using 2 of them And I can't remember for sure if this is how they did it or not, but I'm putting scraps in between two of them. So here it's two thicknesses and out here it's one thickness. And so when I add stuff to it, maybe it won't balloon quite as badly. That's my thought. And I just did that all the way through the book. So right now it looks like this, but we will see. Okay, I think I'm going to do this one first because I can just use this one piece. And I don't want to, to tear it too close. I mean, I want to be able to glue it down, but I don't want it so that it becomes really, thick in here. I'm trying to find this where it, this is an old book, and so the pages are they're not perfectly aligned with each other. And of course, me tearing bits out didn't help that any. Okay. All righty. Right there. And right here. So are y'all doing any fun stuff today? Hi, Julie. I'm glad you're here. I went ahead and went on early because I had kind of a bit of a scare, and I just needed to go ahead and get on and try not to think about it. But I had it's nice outside, and I just left my when I put my computer in here, I just left the door open to the studio, and then went in the house to get my drink and come back out here, and whoops. And when I got back out, I wasn't in there but for 30 seconds. When I got back out here, there was a stray cat just fixing to step into my studio. Now, I don't know how many of you have seen my piles, and my piles are even worse now than they were when I did a video about them. Anyway, I just had this horrible vision in my mind of that cat, running in here and then getting scared and launching himself onto my piles. Uh-oh. I got that a little too high. Anyway, that was a kind of scary thought. Well, it's just going to have to stay because I'll tear these book pages are terrible, and I may tear them. Not terrible bad, but TEAR R terrible. Okay, sorry. English is a hard language. There we go. That makes a pretty page. Anyway, thankfully, the cat ran the other direction and did not run into the studio when it heard me coming. Don't even want to think about what I would not have been streaming. I would have been trying to pick up piles of stuff from the floor. Oh my goodness. It would have been bad. It would have been bad. Mina's making pizza bites for lunch. Yes, I'm most grateful. Most grateful, Julie. All righty, let's find some more papers to, not that one. Okay, get my ruler back out. Hi, Teresa. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Barb. I'm glad you're here. I didn't go all the way out here. I need to do that. Because those need to become attached to each other. Oh. Brittany wrote a nice long comment. Let me see what she says. I'm working on some prompts for a personal bingo game. I saw a video from someone and her 25 bingo prompts were for things she wanted to accomplish that month. And for every bingo, she gets a reward. Oh, that is awesome, Brittany. Very, very cool. Mina says a cat is better than a squirrel. There's a squirrel in my neighborhood who's used to people and tried to come in the door last week. Oh my goodness, that would not be good. And Brittany says, my prompts are going to focus on weight loss and exercise and healthy habits because I've been struggling with that lately. So my rewards will be cheat meals. I think that sounds like a good idea. I've been struggling with that too, Brittany. I have been. And I don't know how much of it is, grief induced and how much of it is um, the fact that I can't, nothing tastes good because my smeller is still giving me weird, yucky smells instead of what I should be smelling after we had the virus in December. So that's the one thing I'm still struggling with from it is the smeller not working right. That makes it hard to eat, anything. So you keep trying for something that might taste good, and that's hard to find. Julie says it's 5:04 a.m. and I should be getting ready for work. I have 55 minutes before I have to go. If I don't chat much at times, it will be because of getting ready. That is fine, Julie. I'm just happy that you sneak in at all. I am. I can't imagine if I had to go. I mean, I did it in the past. I mean, I had to be at work at 7 for years, but right now, if I had to be at work at 6 or 7, that would be really hard. Teresa says, we have loads and loads of little twitchy nosed brown bunnies in our yard. They're getting quite brave as I was able to walk right up to one yesterday. Oh, I think that's cool unless you have a garden that they're going to eat up. She says, not, Brittany says, not all of them will be. Some are art stuff because I've also been lacking in that area. One prompt is to post a video. So I'm trying to get back into that too. Yeah, I understand, Brittany. I haven't been doing very good on the videos. It's easier to do a live stream because y'all are here to chat with me and that's fun. But the staying focused long enough to do a video is harder. I am going to try to do a video this weekend about trying to make a DIY clear watercolor ground. I posted some videos of people making them, but the one that she made that's clear had clear modeling paste, and I don't have any of that. So I'm going to try to make some clear modeling paste so that I can make some clear absorbent ground. But the one to make the white absorbent ground, I'll try it too. I haven't tried it yet, but watercolor ground is like a primer or something you put on paper that's not watercolor paper so that it will the watercolors will bind to it and do what they're supposed to do on it. That's my best explanation of watercolor ground. It's to use so you can use other things besides watercolor paper. It would be like gesso for acrylics, except this is for watercolor. Yeah. Okay. Let's. Here's some. I think I'll save. Let's go back here and find one that's wide enough. Maybe there's one wide enough I can just stick that in. I did some of them like this so that it's on the bottom. Just trying to make them all different. I don't think that's no. Okay, well, I can stick it in here and then go ahead and add something on the other side of it. Okay, let's trim it down a little bit. Brittany says, I also have a book I'm meaning to start adding scraps to just like that. Maybe I'll make that one of my prompts too. There you go. I think that's a great idea. I had to get some stuff ready, updating the Weaving Guild that I belong to. We have a website that I manage. Darren always helped me with it, and so when it came time to add these things into it, I had to learn how to do it because I had been just relying on him to tell me each time because I was lazy. Uh-oh. I'm gonna no. I don't know Bonnie Bell, so I hope it wasn't important. Usually that's somebody trying to sell me something and they're using a personal name hoping that'll make me answer the phone. Do y'all have to deal with that? I liked it better before cell phone companies were, before your number would go out. You could not have to deal with that on cell phones, but now we have to deal with it again. Okay. Okay, let's. Somehow I got glue back there. That's weird. I'm not sure how I did that. Let's just rub it off. I didn't know there was either, Julie. I didn't know it until I saw that video. So Barb says we're going to get a rainstorm this weekend, so she put rain barrels where she could and pipe extensions to get the water away from the house. Well, I'm glad you were able to do that in advance, Barb. Teresa has to finish Mother's Day cards and name tags. You're a better daughter than I am. I couldn't figure. I don't know why I struggle making cards so much, but I do. And I went and bought cards for my mother. Her Mother's Day and her birthday are always very close together. And so I usually do something for Mother's Day and her birthday together so that she gets one good gift instead of two smaller ones. But I give her a card for each day. And so you have 2 feet of snow. Oh my goodness, Barb. I'm sorry. I know you're ready for spring. I know you are. And Nell says, I know how you felt. I lost my sense of taste and smell from allergy attack for a year. Well, my problem is I'm not losing weight, and now I'm gaining it because I keep trying to find things I can eat. And I would be better off if I would just, stop eating. But okay, I'm going to do this one this direction because that way there could be something really pretty over here instead of just the back of the wallpaper. I wasn't thinking about the back of the wallpaper showing when I did that. Okay, now let's trim this. Okay, so there's that one. Boy, this is crooked. Okay. Well, it doesn't look that bad compared to the rest of the pages, but compared to this page next to it, it's very crooked. It's sticking way out. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see how much it sticks out. I don't think I'm going to bother trimming it, though. I don't think I am. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we'll love to see them when you post them finally on Teresa. That'll be great. Hi, Denise. I'm so glad you're here. Barb's having the winter that never ends. Oh. Yes, Julie, I imagine talcum powder would do exactly the same. So, hi, Deborah. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Sana. It's good to see you too. It's good to see all of you. You make my day brighter. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it because, you know, it'll bug me. I'm not going to make it perfect because I can't do that, but I'm going to cut it some. Make it a little bit more match the other pages. Oh, I'm moving my trash can. I'm over here dumping stuff on the floor. Not that it would look much different than it does already, but anyhow, we won't talk about that. Okay, I have some of this. It's very stiff, so I started not to use it, but it is really pretty. I think I'm gonna. Okay, let's see. Let's go right here. I can use that for something else. It looks like that line right there is just about perfect. Okay. You were waiting for me to cut it off. Well, you know me, Barb. You know me. Okay. I think this will look better with this. So I'm turning it this direction, even though I like the look of it going out more. But I don't think those look like they belong next to each other. This is it's cardstock of some kind that I jelly printed on. I actually think this was a wipe off page that I stamped stuff off on. Okay. Oh, we can do it that way. We'll just put the messy edge out. That'll work fine. And then I can, let's see if I can glue this a little bit. Hi, Angela. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry, I don't think I noticed you until just now, but I'm very glad you're here. Oh, sauna, I understand. See, you use up these scraps and then you end up with these scraps. So you just make smaller scraps. Yep, yep. There we go. Great minds, Julie. Yep, it makes a new scrap. Okay. I'm liking the way it's looking. And I'm glad I decided to leave some, a page in between every once in a while. I think every time I do 2 sets that I've left 1 page in. It may not be that all the way through. But anyway. Snippet scraps. That's right. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What else do we have in here that's big? Oh, there's a pair of fussy cutting scissors. I don't know what happened to my fussy cutting scissors. The ones I really love, the ones I used to get from Paper Studio at Hobby Lobby, they no longer sell. And that is frustrating to me because I really like them. See, there's another scrap. There's another scrap. But that's okay. A little bit of it is in here. So. Thank you, Janet. Oh. Okay, let me see if I can. I just find this so interesting. I think it's going to be really fun to work on. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I am left at Castlewood. I don't know. I didn't read the book, so I don't know I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing to be left at Castlewood. All right, I'm going to tear this. Because I want to put it down here. And then I may just go ahead and stick this one up here too. Let's see if that will work. Yeah. May have torn it a little too much, but it'll be okay. All right. Hi, Malia. It's so good to see you. Your scrap-o-meter went off, yeah? Well, we're playing with scraps. I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna take this one. I think I already had glued up there, but I didn't have it on here. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I had that package that was supposed to come today that they had to reroute or something. Now they're saying it's coming tomorrow, so that'll be fine. That will be fine. Oh, Sana, I'm sorry. Allergies are bad here too right now. I understand. It's not fun. It doesn't make me not able to breathe. It makes me cough and sneeze. Angel says, I'm usually lurking in the background, not trying to be rude, but I have a bad shoulder and it's hard to type a lot, but I watch along. Oh, well, that's not rude, hon. I completely understand and you don't fret about it at all. But I'm so glad you let us know you were here. I appreciate knowing that you're here. And I pray that your shoulder will get well quickly. I hope it's much faster healing than mine was. Well, I'm not even going to tell you how long mine took to get better because I don't want you to think about it that that it might take you that long. That would become something to fret over, and I don't want you fretting over it. So we'll just pray that it gets better quick and work really slow. Yeah, you have to do everything slow. And some things you just can't do. You just have to not do them, and that's hard too. Okay. I don't want that to stick. I don't think it will. Oh, well, there's one that's really big. I probably could have gotten that. Oh, my thing came unglued, but it's probably a good thing it did, so I noticed that I hadn't plugged it back up. Okay. Hi, Kathy. I'm so glad you're here. Deborah needs coffee. Go get some coffee, Deborah. It's okay. Okay, this is really raggedy, but I kind of think I like that. I have been trying to use it for a long time and haven't been able to. So let's cut off that where it doubles. And let's see if we can fit it in here. I kind of want, the bad thing is some of the pictures are not going to show. And some of the raggediness is not going to show if I do that. And I will lose, let's do it out here. Then the raggediness really won't show. Okay, let's change our mind and go back here. Uh-oh. Oh, I understand, Barbara. It's okay. I get the slows. I understand that completely. Okay. Then we'll stick a piece in here to cover that up. There we go, right there. Oops, that may have been a little too. I'll have to save those and do another piece. Okay, we will do this right here. That tape is so old, it just tears like it's paper instead of plastic. Okay. There we go. We'll just put those together. Okay, sorry. Malia says, my phone has the slows. 3 days to upload a 15-minute video. I can't record on my webcam because the sound is screwy on it. Oh, goodness, Malia. I'm sorry about that. That's not fair. Let me put this under here so I maybe won't get glue where it doesn't belong. Okay, let's. Okay. Let's move it over here now. Well, I think I can do it this way. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Brittany says, I record all my videos on my phone, but when I upload, I turn my Wi-Fi off because it's really slow and upload over my data instead. It's way faster. You have really good data, Brittany, because uploading anything from my data is way, way slower than from my Wi-Fi. It just kind of depends on, um, you know, what you've got, I guess. My Wi-Fi is definitely faster than my data speed on my phone, but I don't want to pay a lot of money for data speed on the phone because I don't use it for that very often. So I would rather have personally, it works better for me. I changed my mind on this. I guess y'all noticed and put it this way so there'd be something fun on this side. Yeah, I think that was a good idea. You can see a tear right there. Well, I didn't get enough glue. Didn't get enough glue. Hi, Beth. I'm glad you're here. Those, yeah. Way back when I got my webcam, the reason I got it was because how long it took me to upload from my phone. And I wanted to stream and I wanted to be able to see, what I was streaming. I didn't want to stream on my phone. So, but I have, I've definitely had issues with my camera before. So I know that that's not fun either. Technology is just a struggle sometimes. Hi, Vanessa. Good to see you. Did you get your book? I can't remember. I can't remember when it was supposed to be there, but it should have been there before now, I think. Maybe last week. You did. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Let's find something to go in here. Let's go with this one. Ow, I just hit my glasses with that. That was not fun. But I guess I'm glad the glasses were there and I didn't hit my eye. Trying to find something to be thankful for every day. I'm thankful I didn't hit my eye. Hi, Melissa. Good to see you, honey. I'm glad you're here. I don't know if I said hi to you before or not, but you need Hannah to teach you how to draw hands. Well, she has done a lot and a lot of practice on hands. So she might could teach how to do it, but I imagine she would say you just have to practice and practice. I imagine that's what she would say. But she's done she puts her hand in the position she wants to draw and takes a picture of it, or has me take a picture, and then she draws from that, because she said trying to draw it without a photo reference is really hard because hands are hard. Oh, that turned out pretty. It's the little things. That's right, Brittany. That's right. You gotta, when you learn to be happy with, with little things making you being grateful for the little things, then you can be grateful for the big things. Let's see. Oh, well, right now I am grateful I am not that guy. I don't know if I could do that if my life actually depended on it. Maybe if it actually depended on it, I could, but otherwise, no way. No way could I do that. Oh, goodness. Your fingers look like talons. Okay. I don't really care about whether he's in there or not. I do want to get these. Okay, let's see. I don't have space. Oh, well, he's partly there. And that's not good. So let's go ahead and take the rest off from the top instead of the bottom. I was going to take it off from the bottom. Just because it would, leave the whole picture, but we're going to take it off from the top instead. That way, maybe I won't have just beheaded him. Well, you can barely see his foot. Maybe it won't show. Yeah, if I put him in this middle one, it won't show. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him in the middle page. Let's put this back over here. See how far out can we go. Oh, see, his foot's not going to show at all. That'll be perfect. Except I went a little too far. Okay, we're going to do this one because I know it's not going to show in this one. Okay, I can take off even a little bit more. I don't want it to be too thick. So you want to take, not put too much in there when you can. Okay. Let me see if this is dry where I can use it again. Okay. That's not the one. Oh, here it is. I was going, wait a minute, where'd it go? I wanted the leaves to show. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay. Sometimes you got to think of these things through a little bit so you don't end up doing the wrong thing and getting it in there the backwards position from what you're wanting. Okay, I like that. And now we need something to go in here. Not sure I want to use something that's just one-sided if I have things that are two-sided. Unless one side of them is coffee dyed paper. This is really thin. You can even see right through it. That'd be fun. Okay. Okay. Then this is going to be a very thin page, but I like it. I did it again. Oh, wait. Well, yep. Okay. All right, I'm going to tear this off and put something else down there because I got it too narrow to work down there. Whoops. Let's see what Deborah says. Nice pages, Lisa. Thank you. You taught me to use the ruler the way you do. Also helped me stop getting up and down, running over to my guillotine. Of course, I may have gained a few pounds. Oh, yeah, that ruler trick is very handy, but sometimes it is good to get up just to get up. But I would prefer to use my ruler than get up and go over to the guillotine myself. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely, I get that. But well, that's really, I think that's really a helpful technique for me because it just means that well, it's just easier even than using the guillotine most of the time. Now there are times when I don't have it. I mean, I do have a guillotine. I don't even have it out here. I just use the little whoop whoop one because the guillotine one is so big. Okay, I like that, but I don't want it with this. But I do want to put that in. That'll be fun. Let's see if we can find something else that will fit. How about that? Well, that might fit, but it won't. Okay, it won't fit. Let's. It'll fit one way, it won't fit the other way. Let's see, what else have we got in here? Nope, that one's the same. Wait, maybe we can do this. Nope, then there's a hole right there. So see, sometimes you have to work a little bit to find something that'll work. There's some Tyvek. I don't know why that's in here. Okay, let's look at this. Okay. All right, let's take. Let me make sure I'm making it wide enough. See, it's a good thing I did that because. All right, let's do the top one. It'd be fun to get a whole dragonfly in there, or at least most of one. Oops, scooch up. Okay, we need some more glue. It's covering up quite a bit of that, but that's okay. And I will go ahead and trim that off in a minute. I need more glue. Okay. I'm going to do this. There we go. I'm going to have to put some of this. I did not do a very good job of gluing this one. Yeah. My problem with the rotary cutter, well, for one thing, I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed. I blame it on that, but I can't get that to work for me very good. But it's the same issue of being inaccessible because it's I have to get out the mat. I have to get out this. I have to get out that in order to use it. And so, uh-oh. Oh, no, I glued that down already. Ah, goodness gracious. My brain. My brain. My brain. Okay. I thought I messed up, but I didn't. That's pretty. I love that. I love that just like that. Okay, now that I've got this one here, which is the one I've been putting off, I think. Okay, I'm going to put something on this side of this one. And it's kind of brittle. I think it might be a good idea to let's find a even wallpaper works, most of it. Okay. All right. Now then, I'm going to put this in first. And then I'm going to put that on top of it. That way I can be sure not to put it in the wrong place. If I do it in advance, I might put it in the wrong place. When you're done to this, to all the pages, are you considering it done, or do you have plans to further it once the whole book is like that? Well, right now, my plan is to go ahead and come back in and journal on the pages, do stuff on the pages. But that is like everything else I do. It just depends on how I feel. If I like it like this, I don't feel like coming back in and working on it. Oh, shoot. Oh, well, I guess I'll just put this right here. I was going to put it in inside there, but I forgot. Can we get this up? No, it's too fragile. Are we ever really done with anything? Yeah. Barbara says, I keep it all accessible. I work with a cutting mat on top of my craft mat. Rotary cutter lives in the desk drawer immediately to my left. My tearing rulers live a coffee cup away to my right. Well, I would like to have my cutting mat down, and I have one that would work here. But when I got it at a garage sale, and someone had rolled it up. And so I put it under a bunch of stuff on another table to flatten it out. And I think it's flat enough now. I might could use it, but it's got so much stuff on top of it over there that that I can't use it because there's too much stuff on top of it to get it out. But I will eventually get it out and put it over here because that's one of the goals I've had to is to get that cutting mat over here so I can use it whenever I'm in the mood instead of having to. I have some little ones that are just, beside me, but and I do use them sometimes, but it would be nice to have one just down, just there. I think I'm going to go a little bit this way so it is over the words a little bit. Instead of under the words, it's over the words. But I'm okay with that. Yeah. I have to stand up to use my rotary cutter because I'm not good with it. And I can use an X-Acto knife sitting down. So I do that sometimes with my cutting mat, but okay. When I saw that, um, I pulled it out because I thought, oh, Holly lives in Arizona. And so I was going to put that on a page in her honor. And then I never did anything with it. So I'm doing it now. Let's see if we can tear off this bit at the bottom. Just trying to think who I know that lives in Arizona. Is it Jean Peter that lives in Arizona? Does she live in Hobbs? I mean, New Mexico? I think it's Jean Peter that lives in New Mexico, so this can be in her honor too. But I got it out because it made me think of Holly. Yes, we all miss Holly. Okay, I got quite a bit done in this book today. I have to admit, I do like the way it looks, just like this, but I do want to do some art in it. Um, so it may depend on the page whether I leave it like that. And like this one, I might leave like that. This one, I might do something on. This one, I would definitely do something on, and just see. It maybe go page by page, I guess is what I'm saying, rather than making a decision for the whole book. Okay. I'm going to put that one aside and we're going to work on this one because I can use all those little pieces that I've been setting aside on this one. Oh no, Malia. Well, somebody had told me that the family did not want us to send cards, and so I haven't, but it hurts my heart not to. It hurts my heart so much not to tell her husband and her sons how special she was to us. But I haven't done it because there was some kind of issue, and I don't know what that issue is, but I don't know. Um, I don't even remember who it was, who in the family said that we shouldn't do that. But yeah. Mm. Oh goodness. Well, I think her kids have a right to know how we feel about her, even if her husband doesn't want to see them. But you know, everybody's different, and everybody grieves in a different way. And all the cards and things y'all sent to me were a huge blessing. Um, and y'all didn't even know Darren that much. And I don't know. I just hurt so much, and I understand if he doesn't want them. My son didn't want to see any of the cards that people sent me. Um, yes, it was somebody named Chris, and I don't know who Chris is, but um, my son couldn't look at the cards. It was more than he could handle. And so her husband may be feeling overwhelmed and he might not be able to do that. And I want to honor that because we all have our own journey when it comes to grief, and it's so individual. You know, you can't say what's good for one family member is good for other family members. But um and I just wish I could send him something. I would love to, and I would love to send the boys something, especially since they want it. But I don't want to make things harder for her husband either. So yes, her husband's name is Mike. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing, but I understand. You know, I I might not have understood as well, not wanting the cards if I didn't have Ethan, but Ethan couldn't handle it, and so he he said he liked that they were there for me, but he didn't want to look at them, and it's just everybody's different. Everybody has a different you know, everybody has a different journey when it comes to that. And we just have to honor it. Um, but it's hard, when you've got different family members feeling different ways and they both live in the same house. So it's never the same. That's right, Malia. It's never the same from one person to the next. And it's all legitimate, and it's all the way you deal with it is, part of how your personality is. And you shouldn't have to fear dealing with it the way you do or be ashamed of dealing with it the way you do. It's just one of those things we all have to do our own way. Hi, Julie. I'm sorry you have to go too, hon, but thank you for coming in. Anyway, you weren't the only person that reached out, Malia. But I'm sorry that it ended up. So it wasn't all you. I guess that's what I'm saying, because I reached out through someone else also, and never heard back. So I guess that's why I never heard back. Um, but anyway, I'm going to honor what Mike wants. And I wish I could honor what the sons want as well, but you can't do both. At least if they live in the same house. Yeah. Well, it's hard, and I think you go through it. You're still going through it daily for a long, long, long time. It's still daily a struggle for me. So, um, that's right, Mina. That's right. And I'm just so grateful for that. And so will Mike. And I'm grateful for that. But anyway, thank you, Janet. I'm glad you did. I wrote something on one of the Facebook posts that the family did, but that was all I felt like I could do, because I didn't want to hurt someone trying to be help. I mean, you know what I mean? I didn't want to hurt someone when I was trying not to, when I was trying to encourage them. Okay. Okay. I think I like having those two, and I like that they're going different directions, even though they came off the same paper. The last angry man. Okay. Not sure why I feel inclined to put that on here, but it was sitting there, so I'm going to. And I'm going to do something that I don't like to do and put it on this way. Oh, my hands are getting really gross. Let me clean them off a little bit here. I've got to go to a guild meeting tonight, and I have to take my computer and my webcam and my whole setup so that we can Zoom the meeting. We're actually having our first in-person meeting. We did meet at the park once in June last year, but other than that, we've just been meeting on Zoom. But there are still some people who can't make it, and so we're going to try to Zoom the meeting for them. So I'm going to take all my stuff so we can do that. So my brain has been occupied this morning with what all do I need to take, trying to remember. Oh, I hope I don't forget anything because that would be really bad. That was the name she gave the lamb, yeah. I was looking at the SPCA for, um, a dog because Hannah and I would really like to get a dog. Um, my son, when he left, he said, "Well, y'all can get a cat now." I was like, "No, because I expect you to come home and visit, and I don't want a cat to keep you from doing that." But so we're still just going to do dogs because that's what our families does is dogs. But anyway, I was looking on the SPCA website and they had a litter of puppies it is a big production, Barbara, but I want to do it. So um we're already doing it. One of the presentations is going to be a video that one of the guys is he's gonna put it up on a screen. They have a screen there, and we're gonna show a video about linen, about flax, turning flax into linen. That's what the program's going to be tonight. So, and then we'll have, show and tell where everybody shows the things they've been doing for the past 2 years. And so we really need my camera so that I can move it to different people, instead of just having a laptop view of the room. Um, but it is going to be an ordeal. If we get up there and we go to all this trouble and then nobody joins on Zoom, I'll probably won't offer to do it again. But I do know there are a couple of people who live out of town who aren't able to come this time, and they said they would. We had a few people who live further away than we have quite a few who come from towns about an hour away, but we have some people who joined during the pandemic that live downstate quite a bit because we were doing it on Zoom, and so they could be there just like the rest of us, and that's really cool. So we don't want to leave them out. Anyway, oh, here's an interesting piece. It's got all these little bits. That would be fun in this other book. I'm going to stick it over there with that other book because I could just make a page out of it. Anyway, what I was getting at the SPCA, they had a litter of puppies. I don't, it's like I said, I can't focus. I'm sorry. Anyway, they had this litter of puppies, and I was looking at them, and they were all named after different kinds of chips. One was Doritos, one was Fritos, one was Lay's, one was trying to remember what the and I think there were some candies too, like Skittles. And anyway, they had just named all these dogs and named them all from snack foods. And I thought that was pretty funny. Our Book Arts Guild is the same way. We've got more than 50 attending the workshops each month, at least half from out of town. It's wonderful, really, to be getting to know the members. Yeah. Are you doing your workshops on Zoom or are you doing your workshops in person now, Barbara? Our guild is pretty small. I think we only have about 15 or 16 active members. Well, we may have more than that now with these out of town folks, but the ones that'll come to the meeting, there are only about 14 or 15 of them. Ruffles, yes, it would. Ruffles is perfect. I like that. If if it was a female dog, of course, back in the Victorian times, men wore ruffles as much as women did, so it wouldn't really matter, I don't guess. We just have our tendencies, you know. Well, I told myself I was not getting a puppy, but the more I look into rescuing animals, the more I'm afraid that I may end up with a puppy just because getting an older one that has been traumatized might be more than I can do right now. Um, we got lucky with Cubby. It was obvious he had been traumatized, but we were able to, you know, to deal with him and get him to where he was at least where we could leave him alone. You know, if we went to the store or something. And but that took a while, and I will have 4 people here now to help me figure out, you know, to have somebody stay home with the dog if we have a problem. It's just me and Hannah, so whew. Doing them on Zoom, and we don't really want to quit that now. We're used to the close-up view of the project. Yeah, that's funny you say that because the thing we're most excited about getting back to in person is that we always pass around whatever somebody wove or spun or whatever, and everybody gets to touch it. And we've really missed being able to touch things because, you know, when you're doing fiber stuff, it's a touchy thing, you know, a touchy feely kind of craft, and we've missed being able to touch them. We also have a drop-in coffee house on the fourth Saturday morning. And again, a lot of people from out of town and all the way in England and Mexico. How fun! I think that's true, Mina. I really do. I really do think that's true. And I definitely want one. As much because, you know, it's just me and Hannah, and I would just feel safer as as it is for the companionship. But I definitely think that they're good for your health, especially if you live alone, because you need that. Um, that's bugging me. You need that to touch someone, you know. Luckily, Hannah and I have each other, and so it's not quite the same, but still, fiber stuff is much more touchy than book arts. Yeah, it depends on the book art you do. I like touching books too. Um, at least the kind of books that, you know, that I do. Some of them, it's just as good to look at them, but some of them it's harder. Companionship, yes. It is a quiet house when you live alone. That's true, and I think I probably would already have a dog if I didn't have Hannah here. Although it would have been difficult to, train a puppy and everything when you're alone too. Um, but I wouldn't be going as many places if it was just me either. I would be home more. So, as it is, I take her to work and then go pick her up and all the things that she wants to do. So, um, but we're debating between a bigger dog, which is what we both really like big dogs, or a smaller one that would be easier to take with us on trips and things. So I don't know. Oh, I love that, Barbara. She says, in the coffee house, we share whatever we're working on. And it surprised me that there are so many mixed media artists among the more rather stuffy book artists. And I'm making a face when I say that. I love it, Barbara. Anyway, do any of you have big dogs that you actually travel with? I would, like I said, I'd like to take some trips with Hannah. Um, and I would like to, you know, be able to take a dog with us. Check out the long haired dachshunds. They're sweet animals, smallish, lots of energy and love. Having a pet gives a sense of life to a house. You can actually feel the difference. Yeah. Especially when you come home. That is true. I tell you, if you ever need to feel loved, you just come home to a puppy, especially a puppy. Now, some cats are more eager to make you feel loved than others, but dogs pretty much always want you to know how happy they are at your home. Hmm. I think I want to use that right there. But I also think I can use this piece if I'm very careful when I take off the side here. Barbara says, when our cat died, suddenly we looked at each other and realized we no longer had someone to love unconditionally, and we had to laugh. Yeah, we do. Um, we do expect more out of our people than our pets expect out of us, or our people expect more out of us than our pets expect out of us. That is true. I'm not sure that it's fair, but it's true. Okay, come on, right there. Trying to get this over this hump is not easy. There we go. Well, that's good to know, Mina. Um, I have a friend, and their mastiff's not quite that big. He's a mixed breed. He's half mastiff and I can't remember what the other part of him is, but he looks like a mastiff. He's just not quite as big as they usually are. And I can remember they said if all they had to do is put him outside because he never would go anywhere. He would just sit on the front porch. If there was rough stuff going on in the neighborhood, they just put him out on the porch and they could be sure that their house was going to be safe. Because even though he wouldn't have hurt anyone, everybody assumed he might. And so they stayed away from their house. He was a sweetheart. Trying to remember what his name was. It's frustrating when you forget things like that. Hi, Andrea. I'm glad you're here. Okay, I want to stick something in there, and then I want to put this on top as the last thing on this page. But I need something to go right there. Sorry, y'all. How about a bit of matte paper? My glue stick, I've done too much with it. It's getting goopy. Oh, Denise, honey, I'm not sure exactly what happened. She just died suddenly. Now somebody else might know, but I don't know what happened. I just know she just passed suddenly without any warning. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. I've got a cough drop somewhere. Okay, somewhere I have some parchment paper. Here it is. I've got some. I've been sitting over here drinking it, but it's just not helping right now. I didn't take any allergy medicine, and I should have before we got started. I usually do, but I thought I was doing pretty good, and so I didn't. Yeah, that's pretty much all I heard too. And they may not know, exactly what happened. Okay, I like that page. I don't. That's got some glue feely stuff on it. Let me get another piece of this parchment paper and stick in there. Okay. Now we'll work over here a little bit. I'm going to have to get off at 4 because not only do I have to get ready to go pick up Hannah, I have to get all my stuff gathered up to take to that meeting tonight because I won't be home very long from picking her up until I have to leave. So. Let's see. Let's do some thin stuff if I can find more than just that. Oh, there's some of the leftover fabric from my wedding dress. 26 years ago, my mom was making this about right now. It was nice for her to be able to make it because I could never have afforded what I wanted. And okay, we're going to use these things on this page. When I kept that fabric, I didn't realize what I was keeping it for. I just kept it. I didn't throw away, any of the scraps. But I didn't know it was because I was going to use it in journals and stuff in the future. Sharon says, we lost our male husky on the 23rd. We still have a female husky and an Australian shepherd. Oh, I'm sorry, Sharon. I'm glad you still have two, but it doesn't hurt any less to when you lose one that you still have two more. Doesn't hurt any less. Are the dogs doing okay? Are they having a hard time with it? Because I know it can be as traumatic for dogs as it is for us. I don't know if y'all can see that print. It's very, very pale. A journal topper with it. I think I have. But it was like, under other layers. But I definitely have enough. I can do that for sure. I did cover even back then, back before we got married, I covered a notebook with it, like they used to do the old scrapbooks, or old photo albums, I guess it was, where you just put a little bit of cushioning, and batting, and then you wrap it with fabric. I did that for all the pictures from our wedding showers and our honeymoon and the snapshots that were taken at our wedding. So I have that's covered with that wedding dress fabric. I think I'm going to save that and put it down as the back of a page by itself because it'll get lost in these other things. So I'm going to set it aside somewhere else. Okay, here we've got Paul and Nell Newman, which doesn't really matter to me. I was just thinking about the pattern on this paper. But I really do like these mints that we got this out of, and I can't find them anymore. So that's kind of sad. I think I'm going to tear it like this. And then I can use these pieces in two different places. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry she's sick. That's not fun either. But it's good for her that she still has her other companion, because it would definitely be harder for her if she didn't have her other friend. Okay, I'm going to figure out where to put this. Let's put it up at the top. Oh, scooch up. There we go. That glues in that crease really good. Oh, that is true, Deborah. When a pet looks at you with loving eyes, you instantly melt, and before you know it, you're enjoying conversations only you and he understand, and the bond is powerful and brings life and joy to you. That is true. God gave us pets for a reason. I do believe that. I'm sorry, I've got glue stuck to my fingers. I'm trying to get as much of it off as I can. Okay. Oh, okay. I was going to say, why did I cut that one? Because I usually tear them. All right. I do think I'm going to tear it like right here. And that way I can put a piece. Let's go ahead and flatten it off at the bottom so that I can just put it right there. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, that's sweet, Barbara. You're a nicer pet mom than I am. I've never let a pet sleep with me. Nope. Of course, I toss and turn so much anyway that they probably wouldn't want to stay there very long. Um, okay, I think I like that. But I do think I want a piece up here. Let's see if we can get rid of the white. We don't need the white. Oh, thank you, Malia. I don't have to feel like I'm heartless. I can just be one of a couple of people who are heartless. Yeah, there wouldn't be any room left. That's right. Okay. And so I've got to find some place over here with some room to put glue. I've got to learn not to push down so hard on the glue stick. I get more glue than I really have to have, which means I'm really kind of wasting the glue. Oops. But yeah, well, I always had big dogs, and I've always been a tosser and a turner. So even when I was living alone, I didn't I didn't let my dog in my bed. Oh goodness. Yeah. No judgment zone. That's right. That's right, Lori. I'm glad you're here. It is hard, Deborah. I'm trying to remember when we lost Cubby. It's been 3 or 4 years, but we haven't, we're just now feeling like we can get another pet, um, because it was just hard. Okay, I'm going to put some of this. And I know this is supposed to be scrap, and I'm acting like it's a journal page here with this, but it's what I want to do right now, so that's what I'm doing. It's it's my journal. I can do it this way if I want to. I can change my own rules. It's okay. It's still a scrap I'm using up. I'm just being more purposeful about it than normal, I guess, is what it amounts to. Because it's definitely a scrap piece of paper. Okay. Maybe I should have left some of that, shouldn't I? But I didn't. So it is what it is. We'll figure out something to put there. Got to empty the glue stick here. Uh-oh. The only thing I don't like about these really thin papers is that they curl up on you. And I'm going to come back in a minute and add some more glue, but if I need it. It may have been enough. Actually, I think it was enough. Okay, good. Well, nope, there's right there. Okay. And I can use my finger and press it against that's in the center there and get some more. But I don't want to mess with digging this out right now, so just set it aside. Bye, Denise. Thanks for coming in. Okay, I'm going to clean my hands off here again. I need to find my magazine that I use to put glue on stuff, because that's kind of wasteful of my nice parchment paper to use it to glue stuff down. Oh, that's what I could use. I could put some of that parchment paper in. I I think I'm only going to have time to finish this page and then I'm going to have to get off, but I'm hoping Tanya will be home soon and we can start streaming together again. Let's find some of this that we want to stick on here. Okay, let's take some from over here. We may not. Okay, I don't want that straight on that size. It really is starting to feel like she ran away from home. Yeah. Well, she's hopefully going to be home soon. They're still trying to get everything fixed on their RV. It's taken way longer than they expected it to. Okay, that's not going to work. I've got a big hole in it, and that won't work where I want it to work there. Okay. Okay. Not really big on having a eye poking out at me there. I know some people would think that's really cool, but it just kind of creeps me. It creeps me. I don't want it. Even if that means I need more pieces of other stuff. Bye, Barb. You have a wonderful afternoon or evening or whatever it is in your home. I'm glad you were here. Okay. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, I guess it's not so bad. Well, it might be if you break it, Lisa. Okay. Sorry. Something fell over and was threatening to make a mess. We find her face on a milk carton. Oh, that's funny. Okay, now somebody's going to have to take a picture of her and put it on a milk carton. I commissioned one of you to do that. Bye, Deborah. Thank you for coming. You have a wonderful day too. Bye-bye. Okay, I see I should have. See if I can still. Okay, I like that a little bit better. Let's trim this. I don't know. No, I've left other ones straight. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Okay, let's put some of this right there. use that parchment paper. Okay, let's find another. Kind of straight edge here. Oh, that's good, Barb. I mean, Beth. Well, I've got some nice brushes between Sharon and Hannah, so I can't excuse my lack of watercolor ability on my brushes. Uh, I can't blame my brushes. Hmm. I'm trying to find. Okay, that wasn't the right shape of a piece. Okay, let's see if we can. Well, of course, I went just a little bit too far. Okay. Make sure I'm doing this the right way because it'd be bad to put glue on the wrong side and have it not work. Been there, done that. All the watercoloring I do turns to mud, Malia says. Well, mine tends to be oversaturated. I tend to kind of overdo it. All right, let's bring it down a little bit. Trying to figure out. We'll stick another piece up there. There we go. Okay. Lori says she's heavy-handed with watercolor. I am too. I am too. I'm trying to learn. I'm hoping that what I'm doing on Monday nights will help me learn a lot of techniques with watercolor, even though it's mostly using watercolor in mixed media. That's where I'm going to want to use it the most anyway. So that, makes sense for me to learn what it does in that text. But, okay. These two pieces, they don't really work with this other stuff. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just cover them up with some of this because it'll show through. I think I'm going to. That's not long enough. It'll work over here though. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think I'll be happier. Hi, Riri. I'm sorry, we're fixing to get off in just a minute. It's good to see you, though. Hopefully, you've been lurking, and so you're not really missing out. Of course, I guess you can always watch the replay. That's why it's there. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, let's find a piece. Let's see how long a piece we need. Well, I went and made that one too short as well. Let's see. Okay, let me cut the top part. All right. You were lurking. Okay, that's good. I just always hate it when people come on right as I'm fixing to leave. It makes me feel guilty for leaving. And I know that's not your intention, but you know, our brains do that to us. People don't have to make us feel guilty. We do it ourselves. Okay, now then, I like that better. I like that better. Nothing else was white, so that just looked weird. Thank you, Janet. And that would be sweet if you feel so inclined. Well, I did 2 pages in this one, and we built pages also in the other one. So I feel like I got some good stuff done, but you like the blue and brown? I like blue and brown together. I think they look good together. And I like that it looks like somebody fixed this page. That's what this parchment paper looks to me like. Somebody was fixing the page with it. Sharon's thumbs are up. Thanks, Sharon. Oh, Joan. Hey, Joan. Thank you. I will. And God bless you all, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you Monday night, and we will. Hopefully, I'll get a video out before then about the DIY transparent ground. We'll just have to see. I don't know. Will you be working on your JB book? I'm not sure what JB book you're talking about, Sherry. I'm going to be working in that watercolor book, and just doing it on sheets of watercolor paper. Oh, just because. It depends. If we have time, you know, if we do that page and there's extra time left over, then I might work on my Just Because book Monday night. It just depends. I have no idea how long that'll take to do that project. And because there's some glue drying and stuff like that, I just don't know how long it's going to take. So I hate to promise that we'll do anything else. But if there's time, I will. If there's time, I will. Because I need to and I want to. Okay, love you all. Bye-bye.